Welcome back, folks. Hope you're having a great week, great day, wherever you are. I got something sounds pretty cool. New startup that raised money. It's a, I guess, European company. It's based out of Stockholm, Sweden, and I guess this is a Swedish name. It's very different. It's Myrspoven, Myrspoven. Have no idea if that means something, but if it does, somebody shout it out in the comments. I'd be interested to learn. Anyway, this is a basically what you would call a green company. So I guess that would be the industry. It's AI software for energy optimization of buildings. A word salad right there. So that's obviously potentially useful, given what governments are doing to encourage more energy efficiency. But let's dive into it. So competitors, green companies are not anything new. Leveraging AI may be a new twist. I'm sure there are companies already, trying to do optimization for buildings, energy optimization. I'm guessing there are. If there aren't, that would be a stunning gap, and all of us entrepreneurs miss that. Leveraging AI again may be the new twist. And is there a moat here? I'll discuss that later, but that would be my first concern. And just for an update, change in how I'm doing this. There won't be a dedicated my thoughts kind of section anymore. I'll just kind of sprinkle my thoughts throughout the video, and let me know if that's better. Okay, so competitors I mentioned. Website is myrspoven.com. I'm sure I'm mangling the name, but anyway, that's how I'm pronouncing it for this video. Product market fit, unknown. Honestly, the money they're raising, it's not clear if that's enough to indicate they have product market fit. Speaking of the money they raised, it's 5.4 million, and that's actually in euros. So for our American friends, of which I am one, so that's dollars I believe would be more, 6 million or more. I'm guessing. I haven't looked at the exchange rate recently. The problem they're addressing is obviously energy efficiency in buildings. I'm assuming that's for sure commercial buildings. I don't know if that includes apartment buildings, condos, co-ops, anything like that. So that wasn't clear from their website. Who are their customers? Well, obviously the building owners. So whoever owns buildings and wants to be more green, this I guess is a way. I was going to say cheap way, but I'm not sure what they charge. So it's a way to get more green credentials. Excuse me. Venture capitals, they have a good amount of support. I'm going to assume these are all Euro region venture capital companies. For Impact Capital, Vanta Energy, and Amavi Capital. So the energy company may be a venture capital division of an actual energy company. Give them some green, I would call it greenwashing. But, whatever, green diversification. What stage? It doesn't say whether it's seed or, Series A. So that would be an unknown at this point for me. And the other thing I would add is on their website, they mentioned something about, if people adopt this, and they don't say how many people, how many buildings, but they're talking about a 1% reduction in global emissions. It doesn't sound like a lot. So that would be an area of concern of how much, reduction is there per building. Of course, it depends on the size, but That's not clear, and is this really impactful? And the other thing I would think about is the green area. There's some sorting out of the area, like because it's kind of gotten, what is that? DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, and I forget the acronyms for the green stuff, but people are talking about it a lot less and are trying not to be as out there. So I don't know how that will impact getting customers for this company, but something to be aware of. Total funding, I don't know if there's any funding before this. It's not clear. I couldn't find anything else. Okay, for mode, obviously it'll depend on their software patent and how good it is. Obviously, I mentioned, is it impactful? Like, does it make a significant difference? So that will drive whether their mode is actually valuable, and their patent. And market size, it's potentially quite large. Obviously, there's tons of buildings around the world, and green is a trend that you want to be involved with because that's the way governments are driving it with their financial incentives. But it's going to be determined by product market fit and their moat. Like, are they adding any value, significant value? If they're not, obviously this is going to die. But if they are, then there's an opportunity to get quite big. And I would expect other competitors to join them in this space. Thanks.